Borough Market is to become the first market in the country to ban plastic bottles. It's all part of an attempt to stop more plastics going to landfill or washing up in the Thames. On average, each Londoner buys around 4 plastic bottles of water a week. That adds up to 1 billion bottles of water sold every year in the capital. Alex Bushell reports in the second of our series on how we deal with London's waste.
Ever wondered where your plastic bottles end up if you don't recycle? Well, here's where.
So this is what you find on the Thames in central London. You find strand lines full of plastic bottles, you find mounds of plastic wet wipes, and you find bits of the Thames carpeted with plastic bags. It's a massive problem.
Debbie says the Thames is being choked by plastic rubbish.
And it's actually, look at that.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's obviously unsightly and unpleasant, but it's also harmful to wildlife.
As the plastic starts to break down, then it gets mistaken for food items and it can be swallowed by animals, and then it fills up and clogs the digestive systems so that these animals slowly starve to death.
They are doing their best to clean up. Volunteers comb the foreshore and floating rubbish traps like this one sift the river. But they think they only manage to clear 1/10 of what washes up. So what is the solution? Well, Borough Market think water fountains and reusable bottles are. The traders here are also promising to stop selling disposable water bottles within the next 6 months.
The cost to the environment far outweighs, our own costs. So it's something that we have to do, and it's something that everyone should be doing.
Well, let's put these reusable water bottles to the test. They cost £2 each, and that's without any water in them. Who will take the plunge? Would you pay £2 for one of those instead?
Absolutely. Fantastic idea. Better for the environment, reusable, wonderful idea.
And yet, there you are, with 2 under your arm.
Yeah, that was a desperation before getting off the train. We bought them from a newsagent, and we were all very, very thirsty, so it was desperate measures had to be met. But if we'd have seen those before we got here, then we would have purchased them.
£2, that's value for money then, do you think?
I think so, if you fill it up at home, especially with our water, it's lovely.
Yeah. Do you want to buy it off me now then? Put your money where your mouth is.
You can buy me your mother one. Not from up north, I'm tight.
And despite other forms of plastic still being used everywhere here, from fruit punnets to pint glasses, Borough Market insist one day they will be entirely plastic-free.
That's the vision, and I'm an ambitious person. This is about Borough Market rebuilding after the terrorist attacks in June and coming forward confidently and saying this is the right thing to do.
The government and the Mayor of London are both consulting on a possible return deposit scheme for plastic bottles. So these are all examples of how just maybe the tide is turning on all things cheap, plastic and disposable. Alex Bushell, BBC London News.